And actually, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, how do you kind of think? How do you stay so focused when you've got so much going on? Like, you've got baby now. How do you stay so focused on what is those exact sort of 3-4 things you've got to do that day, and then the next day and the next day?
So it depends. I actually was having this conversation right before this, because the last day's been a bit of a shit show. So I ended up going to hospital last night with the baby. It's nothing major, and then I had to drop them before this there as well. So and this is also why I say, like, if you're in a position, I said to someone yesterday, if you want to have children, like, get your business to a point where it's fucking doing well. Because if I just stayed in bed all day, the thing will kind of just keep going anyways. It doesn't really matter at a certain point. Whereas if you're the one kind of doing everything, it's going to be a challenge, which is also why, like, anyone listening to this, you might be okay now, but if you want to have a family down the line, like, you kind of need to get a bigger business. How I personally try and stay focused, the biggest thing I find is that I probably would say I've learned the last year is, like, skills are actually really easy to learn. Like, if you're an intelligent person and coachable, like, you can learn anything. The hardest thing is, like, mindset. So getting the mindset and the identity, say, of a person who can make $1 million a year is the difficult thing. So what I try and focus on doing, like, first thing every day is, like, I kind of journal using AI. So I'll get it to ask me questions and I'll just write things out. I find it clears my head and I just write out, like, what I have to do. I'm kind of very intentional with that. And if you look at the most successful people, they're very analytical. So they'll analyze themselves, because why some people are really successful and other people aren't isn't necessarily because, like, the guys in the construction workers work harder than I do, but I have a high leverage thing that I'm doing, or I'm fixing a higher level problem. So I think why a lot of coaches just burn themselves out and don't really go anywhere is because they're fixing, like, a chapter 11 problem, but they're still at chapter 1, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's something we actually even fell victim of right at the start, I think.
I think now we've kind of, even just looking at your calendar, so, like, now I'm doing, like, a weekly review on the business. Where are the bottlenecks? Ataza shared some really good Google sheets where the setters are tracking stuff, and you kind of see where the bottleneck is. Is it the reply rate? Is it getting them to the call? Are they turning up to the call? So having that in place, but at a much higher scale, and actually reviewing it every week, reviewing, like, what's going through your business as in your banks, planning the next day ahead, planning the week ahead, doing that now. You kind of think, but are you wasting time doing that? Because that's what goes through my head. You're kind of like, you're creating a task to do another task, but if you're kind of like ADHD brain, then it's going to make you be quicker.
But also what it's doing is it's making sure you're actually doing the right task. And you're, like, the greatest question in business and life is, like, what problem does this solve? Because a lot of things seem like a great idea, but then, like, okay, we can just make more content, but, like, is that the problem? Or is it, okay, your offer, your price, your setters, your niche? Like, I think that's where and I say my personal superpower is looking at someone's business and being like, oh, that's what's wrong, you need to fix that. And then the business tends to grow really quick, which is also something, like, AI can't do. Like, AI, and same in, like, coaching, like, AI can't see the nuance in terms of things or people's personality or blind spots. So I think that is, it's like intuition, which is a difficult thing to kind of quantify.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think for us as well, like, we're getting to that stage now where we're stopping being so nice in the business as well. So we both fired our setters, basically, after not booking sort of as many calls. And we actually done a bit of content with Mike last week that was really, really good. And a guy messaged me off the back of that, and he was like, can I work your account for 3 days as a free trial and see what I can do? And so my last set, I hadn't booked a call for 6 weeks. I booked a few jumping in, and this lad booked 3 calls in an hour. One of them being the 21-year-old with 3K.
So what was the difference, do you think, in performance?
Commission based only.
Okay.
So definitely that. Me and him actually jumped on a call when we clicked. Like, he reminds me of me when I was that age.
Okay.
And I kind of tried to, like, motivate him a bit, but also kind of like he was going to a rave, and like, we used to do a bit of that, and, like, the DJ was going to see us, who we used to go watch.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, make sure you do that whilst you're this age, but work hard now and you'll kind of get to where you want to be. And just he's English as well. The conversations are just flowing. He speaks like I do. It just clicked, basically. And he's putting in the reps, basically.
But we've learnt from that, I think, and it's definitely something we're going to try and be stronger with this year is, like, when something's not working, stop it and move on. Whereas,
what's the saying that you said? Higher, fast, fire faster.
Yeah, I think that's definitely, but it's the first time we've hired anyone into our business, so you learn from it. But I think we would have saved so much time and money just getting rid when you know something's not
But then that's
working.
also like you don't know what you don't. And like, I can tell people that, but then until you personally done it, like, oh shit. Yeah. And like, even I hired someone recently and like, he's fucking insane. And I'm like, I can see how good he is because he pushes back on me and stuff of like kind of stopping me trying to do things like, this is fucking stupid. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Like, and that's when someone's really good because they're not just a yes man.
Thing is, when you're running a business, you've got to learn not just to be too nice. And we're both always too nice with everyone, and that's something I think we're trying to sort of hold back on. And definitely in business, we're learning that as like the team leader, as your business, you need to sort of actually think, no, I'm not being too nice to you. This is my business. This is me on the line. If something's not working, we need to change it.
Yeah, and there's potentially less people that you're then helping because you're not bringing as many people in. So it's like the knock-on effect of not being able to help as many people get where they want to be. And then they're all out there. You've just got to kind of find the people, get your face in front of there, match with that niche, and you can help more people.
Now, if you enjoyed this clip and you're a coach, creator, or a business owner and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using ads, AI, content, marketing, a lot of things we talk about on the show, then hit the link at the top line of our description in the YouTube video. You can book on a call with us and we'll walk through the whole process, audit your business, and show you where there's huge, huge opportunities for you to scale.